Good morning, students. I'm Poonam, and today we will do the fourth chapter from your book, The First Flight. And the name of this chapter is From the Diary of Anne Frank, written by Anne Frank. So, here you can see this girl, Anne Frank. Before I start explanation of the chapter, let me discuss about this diary or about this chapter. Students, this is entirely a different chapter as it is based on real life account of a girl. This chapter is an extract from somebody's personal diary, means somebody who was sharing his thoughts, his feelings, his experiences in his diary or in her diary. From that diary, this extract is taken, which means it was somebody's personal. That means here what we are going to read is something very much personal. And this particular section is taken and published in your 10th class syllabus. Now the point is, who is this person and why is this taken? So here we will talk about a girl whose name is Anne Frank. Now I will start the introduction of the chapter. Anne Frank was a German-born Jewish girl who wrote while in hiding with her family and four friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. Her family had moved to Amsterdam after the Nazis gained power in Germany, but were trapped when the Nazi occupation extended into the Netherlands. As precautions against the Jewish population increased, the family went into hiding in July 1942 in hidden rooms in her father Otto Frank's office building. So now explanation. Anne Frank, who was born on 12th June in 1929. And in which month she died? She died in the month of February, or you can say in the beginning because the dates are not clear. In 1945. She was a German born Jewish girl. What does it mean? She was born in German, but she belongs to Jewish, who wrote while in hiding with her family and four friends in Amsterdam. So, who wrote in hiding. Now, hiding, you understand, students? You all have done your chapter about Hitler in your SST history. So, in that, you have read how Hitler was against the Jewish people, how he wanted to finish all the Jewish people, and because of that, he was attacking them, misbehaving them, treating them very badly, and even killing them. So, at that time, people were hiding themselves. Some of those who were caught, they were sent to the concentration camps. I have taken the picture of concentration camps also, you can see. And here you can see Hitler and his Nazi party. So students, because of all this disturbance, because of the Hitler's disturbance, this family of four and their four friends were hiding in Amsterdam in German. This area is in friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. When it was Second World War, at that time they hid themselves in Netherlands. Her family had moved to Amsterdam after the Nazis gained power in Germany. Even in Germany, they gained power, so they started troubling the people, Jewish people there. So they moved from there to the Netherlands, were trapped when the Nazi occupation extended. But there also they could not, maintain their hiding. Even there also they could not stay secretively. Even there also they were caught. So when the Nazi occupation extended into the Netherlands, as precautions against the Jewish, precautions, beta, what? It is like killing giving ill treatment to the people. So as precautions against the Jewish population increased, as killing or the ill treatment towards the Jewish people was increased, the family went into hiding in July 1942. So they finally, maintained that their presence should not be felt outside. They kept themselves hidden in such a way, they hide themselves in the rooms in 1942 with other people in the father's office building. So there was a building of his father in which he used to work. In that building, he and some of their other friends, they went in hiding in that office building. And what was the name of father of Anne? That was Otto. So after 2 years in hiding, the group was betrayed and transported to the concentration camp system, where Anne died to typhus in Bergen-Belsen within days of her sister. Within 10 days of her sister. So what happened here? Since this Jewish you can say the torture was increasing, so after 2 years in hiding, the group was betrayed and transported to the concentration camp system. So they were also shifted in the concentration camps. And there what happened, where Anne died of typhus in Bergen-Belsen within days of her sister. Means first her sister died, and afterwards even this girl whose diaries extract we are reading, Anne Frank, even she also died because of the typhus. Okay. Now, Margaret Frank, her father, Otto, the only survivor of the group, returned to Amsterdam after the war ended to find that her diary had been saved. So, her father was the only survivor. Those who all were sent to this concentration camp, in those concentration camps, only his father was a survivor. And when he came back, what he saw to find that her diary had been saved, convinced that it was a unique record. Because beta, in concentration camps, I think you all have read already how badly they were treated, they were tortured to death. So he was the only survivor, and when he came back and he saw the diary of his daughter, he was badly convinced and touched. So he thought that this is a unique record, because people were killed in such a way that there was no tracing of those people. And those who were killed in concentration camp, from those people, one of the record has been found, that too of his own daughter. So he took action to have it published in English under the name of the Diary of a Young Girl. So he took the responsibility, or he took the action to get it published in English under the name of the Diary of a Young Girl. So that's the reason that this diary is extract today we are reading, because at that time his father took that responsibility, his father took that action, that this is a rare record, this is a unique record, and it should be read by the people. So here, the diary was given to Anne Frank for her 13th birthday and chronicles the events of her life from 12th June 1942 until its final entry of 1st August 1944. So the diary was given to Anne Frank for her 13th birthday and chronicles the events of her life. So this diary, when it was given, when it was her 13th birthday. In are like humans, these teen birth dates are considered to be very significant. We start saying he's into his teens, she's into her teens. So since she was starting her teenage, her father brought this diary for her, and in this diary, in sequence, we can find her life, from all the events of her life from 12th June 1942 until its final entry of August 1944. So when did she make her final entry in this? It was August 1944. She died in 1945. That means this was a last incident, means on 1st August 1944 she made her last entry, and afterwards they were shifted to the concentration camps. It was eventually translated from its original Dutch into many languages and became one of the world's most widely read books. There have also seen several films, televisions, and theatrical productions, and even an opera based on the diary. So, since the last incident was mentioned in August 1944, it was eventually translated because this girl was writing everything in Dutch language. This is the language of the Jews. But ultimately, it was translated from its original Dutch into many other languages, not only in English, but it is translated into other languages also, and it became one of the world's most widely read books. There have also seen several films, means even on this diary films were made, television and theatrical productions means beta acts were done on theaters, dramas were created on her life, scenes were created on her life. So in this way it became even theatrical productions and even an opera. Now what is an opera? Opera is beta a dramatic work or in which is in more than one or more parts, and it is set to music for singers, means it is presented in such a way that first of all it is presented in parts, and secondly it has music and singers. So even the opera was also based on the diary, described as the work of a mature and insightful mind. Insightful mind is what? That means what she used to think. So this is presenting her way of all the thoughts. And then described as a work of a mature and insightful mind, the diary provides an intimate examination of daily life under Nazi occupation. Why this diary became so popular? Because we know that Hitler was such a cruel person that he was killing the people mercilessly and he was torturing them to death. And there were no traces of the people that how they were died, what was treatment given to them. But this diary, since they were into hiding, it has written so many incidents of their daily life under Nazi occupation. Nazi occupation means because of all that which was created by the Hitler under the Nazi party, what was their experience or what were their experiences of their daily life, all is mentioned in this diary. Anne Frank has become one of the most renowned and discussed of the Holocaust victim. Now, what is Holocaust victim, beta? It is just like that people who were targeted by the Nazis. So, this diary, Anne Frank's diary, the story of my life, or the diary of Anne Frank, it became one of the most popular and discussed writing of those people, of those lives who were the targets of the Nazis. Okay, so now let us begin the diary. I have arranged some pictures for your better understanding, beta. I think you all can see. So here she is writing in her diary, and this is Hitler in first picture, and right hand side second picture, these are the Nazi army, and here these are the concentration camps, and this is the exact diary. Here the picture in red checks you can see is exact that diary which was given to her by her father. Now let us begin with the explanation. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. Not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I feel like writing, and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. So, what she is writing in the beginning, writing in a diary is a really strange experience because this is something that she was going to begin. So, first line that she is writing is that feeling, she is explaining her feelings, that it is very, it is a strange experience. Someone like me means the way this girl was, according to her, it was quite a strange experience. Not only because I have never written anything before, it was not that she is not in the habit of writing anything, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested. Why she was feeling it strange? Because this is, she was thinking, these were her thoughts when she started writing, that afterwards, means when the diary will be written afterwards, I don't think, means she never felt that anyone will be interested in the musings. What is the meaning of the musings, beta? A period of thoughts, means of this girl's that age thoughts, no one would be interested in reading. I nor anyone else, even she herself, will not be interested in reading the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl, a girl who was studying in school and who was 13 years old at that time. What were her thoughts? She thought that no one would be interested, neither I nor anyone, nor anyone else would be interested in reading about it. Oh well, it doesn't matter, but still it doesn't make any difference to her. I feel like writing, and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. But still, see what she says, I feel like writing. It is my desire to write, and I have an even greater need to get all kind of things off my chest. Here, two kind of things off my chest means what is inside her, what she is keeping with herself only, or the burden that she is feeling on her chest, that she felt that I have an even greater need. Greater need means she is in need to get all kinds of things off my chest, means that she is in need, whatever she has kept as a secret or what she is not sharing with other, what is still in her own heart, that she needs to get all to be written in the diary. So she wants to clear or to empty herself whatever is kept in her heart to write in this diary. So musings, beta, a period of reflection or thought when we are just busy in our own thoughts, when some thoughts are just coming in our mind. Now here you can see another picture of Anne Frank. She's writing in her diary specifically here. Paper has more patience than people. I thought of this saying no one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or out. So what she says, paper has more patience than people. This is a very significant line, beta, if you understand its depth. What she's saying, that paper has more patience than people. We all know when we want to share something with the people, when we want to say something to the people, sometimes their reactions are quite weird. They do not, understand our feelings, and they start reacting to our statements. Whereas paper is totally different. It will bear everything what you want to write, it will not react. So that's why she has mentioned here, paper has more patience than people. That means people do not have the patience, but paper has. So here it doesn't mean that paper is showing any patience. It is because while writing on the paper, paper will not react. Paper will not start reacting to our expressions. Whatever we are writing, it will be written without any objections. That's why she is writing, paper has more patience than people. I thought of this saying no one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless. So I thought of this saying, why I wanted to say this, or why I thought of saying this, no one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed, in those days when I was feeling little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, there was nothing to do, I was feeling so bored, my hands were on my chin, means you can imagine, no, this scene, that how somebody sits chin in my hands, bored and listless, wondering whether to say it in or out. So where to stay, in or to out. I finally stayed where I was brooding. So now what is the meaning of the brooding? Engaged in deep thoughts about something that makes someone sad, angry or worried. So what she says, uh, I was feeling very bored. I was sitting listless. Listless is with no energy or with no interest, wondering whether to stay in or out. I finally stayed where I was brooding, so where I was keeping my thoughts. Yes, paper does have more patience. So she's now confirmed, she's confirming her statement that yes, paper does have more patience. And since I'm not planning to let anyone else read this stiff backed notebook, grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend. So what she thinks, that what I'm going to do, I am not planning to let anyone else read this backed. Stiff backed beta is what? Hard covered diary, like paper diary's cover is made with that, no, um, cardboard or what we say. So according to that, because it is hard, so I'm not going to let anyone read this notebook, grandly referred to as a diary. Grandly means proudly. So she's referring that this diary I'm not going to let anyone read, unless I should ever find a real friend. Unless means still she will not find a real friend, she will keep writing in this diary. It probably will not make a bit difference. Uh, It probably will not make a big difference. Now I am back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. So again, she's saying that I am mentioning again, I'm back to the point that prompted me. Prompted means encouraged me, motivated me to keep a diary in the first place. So she has finally thought or decided to write a diary as I don't have a friend. Okay. Let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world. And I'm not. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people I can call friends. So, what she says, let me put it more clearly, let me clear to you. Since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world. Alone in the world means she has no family. So that means I'm just trying to clear that I know no one would believe that a girl of 13-year-old is completely alone in this world. And I'm not, of course, I'm not. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister. And there are about 30 people I can call friends. So here I have brought a picture of her family. This is a collage of her family members. You can see she's standing with her father and with her elder sister, and top her mother, and then Anne, and then childhood picture of Anne and her father. So she's clearing here that of course I'm not alone. I have a loving family of 4 people, and after that I can call friends to 30 more people in my life. I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No, on the surface, I seem to have everything. On the surface here means what we can see, what can be seen. So, according to that, I have everything except my one true friend. But actually, I don't have a true friend. If on surface we see I have everything, I have a loving family, I have a sibling, my friend, girl, my sister, and other people also, my aunt also, and so many other people. But at the same time, whom I'm missing a true friend. All I think about when I am with my friends is having a good time. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary everyday things. So all I think about when I am with my friends. So what I can think, that when I am with my friends, I am having a good time. It doesn't mean I don't have good friends. I do have. I spend good time with them. I can't bring myself to talk about anything. But at the same time, means my friends are not such that I will start talking something special, but ordinary everyday things. But I have to talk only ordinary things with them. Means that means she has kept so many things in her heart, but she doesn't feel that there is anyone with whom she can share her secrets. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that is the problem. So she said, we don't seem to be able, we don't feel like to get closer to all the people, and here is the main problem. Maybe it is my fault that we don't confide in each other. It is also a possibility. She is not blaming to her friends. She is rather taking the responsibility on her own, that it can be that she is very much confide. Confide means she is keeping her secrets. In any case, that is just how things are. So this is how the things are happening, and unfortunately they are not liable to change, and this is something which is not going to change. This is why I have started the diary. So for these reasons I have started the diary. It is a very common experience. I think you are in that age when you are also feeling the same, because we know that reactions of the people will not be in our favors always. Maybe the person whom you consider a very good friend of you, and when you just start sharing your personal thoughts, the person is not agreeing with you, and the person starts reacting negatively. Or maybe you have shared some secrets and you realized or you discovered that your secrets are no more secrets. So such feelings stop us to talk everything with any other person or to open up. This is something very commonly felt by the people, especially in their teenage, because they don't know what will be the reaction of the others or the elders or the friends. People have different opinion on any matter. Sometimes I have experience of girls, like sometimes girls are quite frank, but at the same time it doesn't mean frank people are wrong people. And there are people or there are girls who will always maintain their sensitivity, always maintain their simplicity, and you never know inside what they are keeping. So you cannot judge the people, you cannot guess the people. It is very difficult to share all your secrets with anyone, because you cannot trust everyone. So because of all this, finally she realized and thought that yes, everything she needs to write in her diary. Though or despite a loving family, a group of 30 friends, she feels that it is not possible to open up with the people, so she finally thinks that she should write everything in the diary. To enhance the image of this long awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do. So, what does jot down here means? That she wants to write. So, what she said, to enhance the image of this long awaited friend, here she is talking about her diary. I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do. Mostly people will write each and everything in their diary. So she said, I'm not going to write all that, but I want the diary to be my friend. My purpose of writing this diary is just to make this diary my friend, and I am going to call this friend Kitty. So here you can see on diary she has written the name of Kitty. So what name she gave to her diary? She gave her diary name Kitty. So she now considers that this Kitty is her best friend, and she is going to write everything in this diary. In your book, students, afterwards there is a oral comprehension check. What makes writing in a diary a strange experience for Anne Frank? Why does Anne want to keep a diary? And why did Anne think she could confide more in the diary than in people? So I would love to hear from you these answers, comprehensions answers, after completing this part of the video. Okay. So my father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My sister Margaret was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12th June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. So my father, the most adorable father I have ever seen. She was deeply in love with her father, students. Here is picture of her family. You can see she standing with her father, elder sister, mother, and at the front. So she is saying, my father, the most adorable father I have ever seen. Adorable means lovable. Generally, we have seen girls are very much attached with their father. So she was also quite attached with her father. All her secrets, all her worries, she used to share with her father only, or you can say her father understands her well. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36. That means at the age of 36, he got married and she was 25. At that time, how old was her mother? She was 25. My sister Margaret was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926 and I was born on 12th June 1929. So there was a gap of almost 3 years. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. So till her 4th year she lived in that area only. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. Emigrated is what, beta? When a person leaves one's own country in order to settle permanently in any other country, then it is called to be emigrated. So he emigrated to Holland in 1933. My mother, Edith Holland Frank, went with him to Holland in September, while Margaret and I was sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. So here they have shown in the map, you can see. So they were like, generally it is done, no, that okay, if it is not settled properly, then children should not be shifted immediately. So they were sent to their grandmother. Margaret went to Holland in December and I followed in February, when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margaret. Plunked down is suddenly kept. So first sister was shifted in Holland in the month of September, while Margaret and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandfather. Margaret went to Holland in December. I mentioned September by mistake. So she was shifted to Holland in December and I followed in February. That means I also joined her in the February month, when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margaret. Maybe her birthday falls in the month of February, and in that, on her birthday, suddenly Anne was also shifted in Holland and she was presented as a birthday gift to her elder sister. I started right away at the Montessori Nursery School. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. So she started her non-formal school, Montessori Nursery School, and there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Cuperus, the head mistress. So Cuperus, you can say she was a headmistress. Now what is headmistress, beta? One who is the head of primary wing. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said in heartbreaking farewell. So when finally this girl completed her that class, when she was given farewell or she was separated from her this teacher, they both were crying. They both had tears in their eyes. That means the teacher was also attached with Anne Frank. In the summer of 1941, grandma fell ill and had to have an operation, so my birthday passed with little celebration. Generally, birthday celebration of a child is a grand celebration of the family, but since her grandmother was ill and she had to have an operation, so her birthday was quite a simple celebration, little celebration. Grandma died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. So still she is so much in love with her grandmother. So she said that no one knows how often I think of her, that I always miss her and I still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other. Intended to make up for the other here means it was celebrated on a grand scale where the other people were also invited. So this birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and grandma's candle was lit along with the rest, where all the candles were kept or lit on the cake. Similarly, a candle on behalf of grandmother was also lit there on the cake. The four of us are still doing well. The four of us means their family. She, her sister and her parents. The four of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present date of 20th June 1942. So what does it mean? So she said, the four of us are still doing well. We were quite okay with each other. We were still a loving family. We were doing everything nicely. And that brings me to the present date. And now, whatever she was telling about her past. And finally, now she's talking about her present date, 20th June 1942, when the date she was writing this diary. And the solemn dedication of my diary. So this is a sacred dedication of my diary. So this is the first time, means she started writing her diary on 20th June 1942, and whatever we have read just now, that was related to her past life. This was the way she was introducing herself to start her diary. Okay students, so in this video we will talk about this much only. In next video I will start talking about the diary, what she started exactly writing. Okay.